What up, brothers? It's the Clipper King returning. It's early Saturday morning. I've just decided, along with our Callum's help, because he don't want to go, I'm not going to go to the Birmingham NEC memorabilia show. Got no else planned. Our lass had sort of made plans thinking we were going there, so she's sorted for the day. She's got girls with her. Our Callum just wants to lay in bed and fucking play pocket billiards with his son. So I'm going to spend a day cleaning, reposing the figures, getting the cabinets a good clean. So I thought, fuck it, while I'm doing it, I might as well make a video. So what I'm going to do first, just give you a brief show of the collection as it is. I have actually reposed a couple of figures, and I did some custom work yesterday. I'll show you that first, and then I'm going to try and repose everything, get everything repositioned, have some shelf moves around. And yeah, pretty much going to be spending my day doing this, so you might as well all join Clipper King. So firstly, as you can see, on top of these DTOF cabinets, I've got the Rocky setups. Might as well just show them you, matter of interest. Some people will be interested, some won't. Got the Rocky one set up there. Sort of Rocky's just coming round with a left hooked up body, while Apollo's coming over at top with a right cross. See, I've got the Protec bases. The position do stand up nice as well. These, just get some headshots for you. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm just filling my day basically. So yeah, so obviously that's the Rocky 1 setup. Rocky 3 setup, where Rocky loses. I've got him with a swapped out head from the Rocky 4 version. Clubber coming over, big left hook. Somebody asked me actually, did the Clubber's short split? They did, they split underneath there, but I actually prefer it because it gives you a lot more articulation in his legs. So yeah, Clubber coming over, big left hook, catches Rocky. As you can see, Rocky's legs are sort of going out from under him, and he'd be falling down sometime shortly after that. On the other cabinet, we've got the other Rocky setups, the Rocky 4 fight, the battle damage version of Drago, sort of reaching out, getting his, finding his range for his jab. Rocky trying to sort of slip it, and getting jabbed across his forehead, keeping him at distance. Yeah, got that look going on there. Rocky's like pretty much trying to dip under it, weaving, try and get into the body. So yeah, that's what's going on in that pose. The other pose, it's the second fight from Rocky 3, where Rocky takes his title back. As you can see, I've got the sort of expression head on Clubber. He's getting it round his chops. Rocky coming over at top. We're left hook. Probably knockout shot. As you can see, got him posed up right nice, and them little stands do help. So yeah, that's the first stuff. I'll open the cabinets and we'll have a look through them bad boys. Right, top shelf. As you can probably see, it don't go. There's no theme running through it. But the reason the Batman's there is because I took him from where he'd been posed before. I did some custom work on him last night. I just stood him there because I'm going to have a little shuffle around, because I've got some new figures coming over next month, and there'll be a new Batman setup. So I'll just tell you what I did. Looking at the face, I repainted the eyes. He's not picking that up very well, to be honest. Can't get no light underneath it. And it's zooming in on Al Pacino's face in background. Yeah, darkened his eyes. I cut the gloves down. Actually softened the gauntlets, so they'll pull down over gloves. I also softened the shoulder pads, took them into his body. That was about it really. Just give his faceplate a bit of a dark wash. So yeah, that's what I did with Batman. Basically just posed him back on the steps instead of on the base that came with the Spider-Man. Some nice folds through his cape. So yeah, like I said, this shelf don't make no sense, but it will when I come back and show you the display finished. Over at the side, obviously, got the Carlito. Just going to zip through these fast because I haven't changed these poses for a while. Over his shoulder, got the Godfather figure. still sat down. I think I'm going to have him stood up now. The Respect version of Scarface, I think I might have him stood up. And at the front, it's got the custom of the Robert De Niro from Heat figure that I did. Changed that post slightly last night, just put the strap around his elbow. And obviously he's got the money bag, he just robbed the bank. I don't know whether to go back to the other version of Scarface with that, or leave the Robert De Niro setup. I don't know, but I'm going to get them posed sort of all closer in together, move the Gangster shelf to another one, I think. You can see as well, just show you this, fucking bit of dust, so good clean as well. Moving down to the middle shelf, bit of a mix and match shelf as well. Like I say, I'm going to get all these sorted out. I've got the two versions of Bruce at the front, repose them, get them in a shelf on their own. Just over their shoulder, the Barney Ross, pretty much only figure that don't really go with else at the moment, so I don't know what I'm going to do with him. And at the back, got the custom Predator. I need to find a shelf because he's got a little friend on his way as well. So yeah, again, just looking at the cabinet, you can see the oval shape where one figures have been stored. I need to give this this material all a good clean, get it looking fresh and sparkling again, get the glass a nice good clean. Yeah, like I said, get it all repositioned, get a bit of love going back through the collection. Bottom shelf, as you can see, pretty empty. But if you look at that sort of lines there in dust, that's where the Dark Knight Rises Batman were. I will shuffle around. Don't know whether to keep the Batmans all together or pose these two together on one of the Detox shelves. As you can see, they're the pose I've got so far. I might change them up. I do kind of like that pose, so I'm not sure if I'm going to change that one. And then the Batman over his shoulder. I might go back to having his cape draping straight back down. I know there's been some mod videos with a new cape on that. I do actually still like this cape. I just think it takes a little bit of time to get it positioned how you want it, but that's what I'm going to do. Having more natural looking. So yeah, I'm going to get them out of there, find them a new home, and move a bigger group down here, I think. The MJ shelf, which is bottom of the left hand side detoff. Been like that for quite a while. Repose them, get them moved. Might not move them actually because they fit that shelf really nice, so I might just repose them slightly. But yeah, as you can see, Thriller version, bad version, and the Beat It version. So I'm just showing you them so you know the poses as I start, and then if you want to put in your comments if you prefer the new poses or if I should have left them alone. Like I say, any opinion's valid. So yep, next shelf up, it's the Luke Skywalker display. You can see you got the clean version on the left hand side. Showing a bit of dust on here as well, dirty. Yep, won't be like that later, excuse me. And then the battle damage version outside of him. Get them changed up slightly. Like I say, get them tidy, give them a good brush off. Beautiful. And moving on, the Spider-Man shelf. I've had some wicked poses before out of these figures, but because I do keep them in a shelf where all three of them together, I'm restricted for space. I might actually put these back into the bottom shelf at big cabinet, so I can do something a little bit different. I don't know. Gotta have a think, see who needs to go where. So yeah, obviously the black suit version. Custom Peter Parker, rocking his Nikes. And back, his camera and his bag. And the red and blue Spider-Man off to the right hand side. So get them repositioned. Give them a nice brush, can reset up and show you later. Moving on to Avengers shelf. As you all know, this is one of them shelves that's always going to grow and grow, so at some point it's going to have to go back to the middle cabinet so I can display them all together. There'll be some new figures coming soon, but like I said in my previous videos, I'm not going to go and be paying the Hong Kong prices, so I'm having to wait like everyone else. I'll just show you. We've got Nick Fury. Do kind of like that pose, to be honest. I might not change that, but I'm not sure. Over his shoulder, got the Hawkeye figure. Do like that pose as well. It might just be a case of moving these ones. Don't know. Might get them more action posed again. Mark IV Iron Man, which is still my favourite. Although I have been on the lookout for an Iron Man 6 over the last few weeks, but I'd never pay over £200 for it, so I'll probably miss that one now. Just wait for Mark 7. Might get him posed with helmet back on in a flying pose, something like that, don't know. And then the newest version of Captain America, still getting posed, shield in one hand, got his hood in the right hand. Just a pretty heroic pose with the Tesseract in between them. So that's how the Avengers are at the moment. Like I say, don't know what I'm going to do. It might just be a case of moving them to another shelf, or I don't know, I might pose them somewhere like a group shot kind of thing. I'll get around to it after I've cleaned them. Top of the right hand side detoffed. Just got single figures down this side. Firstly, figure I still love, Indiana Jones. I did repose this one actually other night. I do love that. As you know, that's the one that I repainted, and then I mucked up the shirt and the jacket and everything. So yeah, I do love mine. I didn't make that much big change to it, but I just think the little final touches that I put on it sort of made it a little bit more accurate to my eye. I do really love that figure. I know it don't get much love from others, but I do fucking love it. So yeah, so I do like that pose as well. Oh, we're gonna put the fertility idol on as well. Display it with the little plinth that the fertility idol goes on. I fetched it home from work and I thought, nah, it clutters it up a bit, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yep, Indiana Jones. Just below him is the Bad and Invincible DX10 Terminator. Awesome figure, and I do love that pose. I'm holding the roses obviously with the shotgun out. A few roses down on base. Like I said, I do like the clean look of not having the other figures cluttering it up. I'm pretty much down to a point where there's not really I'd rush to sell in collection at the moment, and now it's a case of building the collection back up, putting some new figures in before I start moving some others out again. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever drop below this level. Probably I'd consider selling the Wolverine, but other than that I don't think I really would. But yeah, the awesome Terminator, badass, loving it. Below him, the awesome Jack Sparrow DX figure, an awesome one. Sorry if you catch my reflection in back of this glass, boys, but I am actually filming in daylight this time. So, and if you can see, just right hand side, a Jack Sparrow's sword there, you can see how Callum, big fat head in reflection, sort of peeping off it. Look, you can see him smiling now and moving about, trying to get out of the way. What a little freak. So yeah, sorry about any reflection in back, but it is quite a bright day today, so I'm getting decent lighting for a change. Yeah. Again, this fucking shelf looks like it's not been dusted for a month. Oof, dirty boy. So yeah, awesome figure. I do love that pose as well, and it always took me ages just to get the contours of the body like that. I'd seen it on a picture from OMG a long time ago, and that's my interpretation of it, and I've always liked it because it looks nice from any angle. So I don't know if I'm going to change that pose. I'm not sure yet, but it does need a clean. So, and then like I said, last but not least, the Origins version of Wolverine. Like I said, that would probably be the only one I would consider selling, like here and now sort of thing, if the price were right. But I'm also toying with keeping it just so I can see what it looks like with the new Wolverine, because that is a figure I will be getting. So yeah, still an awesome figure. It's just that I find it standing on its own constantly because it ain't got no else in group with it now. Blade's gone and the Punisher went, so. But it is a top figure. I do like how his abs and his pecs show even through his vest. Top detail. So yeah, just a couple little more figures to show you, and then I'll get on the cleanup operation. thought I'd show them. Got the clean version of Rocky 1. I get shit like 'cause I'm filming to that side now. And then the clean version of Drago in his Apollo Creed fight. So maybe they're just on windowsill. Looking at. Yep. So now I'm going to get them clean, get them reposed, get the cabinets clean, spend a Saturday on it. Like I said, should have been going to the NEC Arena in Birmingham to the memorabilia show, but Callum pissed all over that idea. So it looks like waiting till London now. So, but I'll crack on with this. Saturday filled up with cleaning. Beautiful. Right, top right hand side of the DTOF. See, I've got the Dark Knight Rises Batman. Try and show you a bit better now. The gloves, obviously, I cut the buckles off so the gauntlet comes down more. Warm the gauntlet right up so it will go over his fist. Did that last night like I tried to show you earlier. Belt needs moving down a touch actually. And then I'll see if we can get into his eyes. The part of his lower eyelid that's normally pink, I actually painted it black. So it now gives the illusion that his eyes are more closed than they were before. So I also, while I got the suit warmed up, sort of pressed the pecs close to his body, brought the shoulder pads in more, so they're really flush to his arms. I also sort of warmed up that section there, so his neck would tip further forward. He gets a really good like dip on his neck now. So if you're looking at eye level, sort of like that. And I really like it. I really liked it anyway, but I thought I'd have a tinker about with it. That's what I did. See, I've got the that is the stock cape. Just got it standard, but just run some folds through it, looking like it's sort of a bit of a breeze blowing it off to his left, sort of thing. And then it comes away from the body, and you get to see the contours of the body sort of down this side, which I really like. So, yeah, got him in a shelf on his own for now. We'll be accompanied by a couple of new figures of it next month, maybe 6 weeks. Sooner better for me. I've got a couple of figures coming. You probably know what they are. In fact, I'll tell you, the fucking DX Joker and Bane. Bane should be here any time, really, but it's the Joker I'm going to be waiting on, I think. But yeah, awesome figure, and I think it'll look awesome with one of the villains on either shoulder. So that's why he's in a shelf on his own. Just below that, I've got the 89 versions of Joker and Batman. Put them at a bit of a jaunty angle on the shelf for the reason that because the light shines from there, I wanted the Joker closer so it'd catch the white of his face, and then also some of the light would go to Batman as well. So, Joker first, as you know, fucking awesome figure. I'm looking like he's sort of doing people's eyebrow with his left eyebrow. I'm just looking at a lot of these poses I've gone pretty straight up and down, but I went for them to be looking as realistic as I could get them, not so much action poses. So they are all eye-catching figures, and you probably noticed that nearly every slot's now filled with DX figures. So yeah, that's I've got the Joker, and then like I said, a jaunty angle to him. Got the Michael Keaton Batman. I've put the dumb fuck mouth plate on. Do like that one. I think it's the one that looks most like him. And so I've got him at an angle. With that cape, he was a bit more dramatic when I took him out this morning. Now it's all about how you fold the cape to get the cape sort of in nice and tight to him, but natural looking as well. So a lot of people are now going for the custom cape. I'm not going to get it. It looks a little bit rubbery to me, if I'm honest. And I always like a wide cape because you can sort of put the flows where you want, sort of thing. So that's what I've gone for. So to look at them from straight on, excuse me, look something like that. Like I said, a jaunty angle in the cabinet. So yeah, do like that shelf. And just below that, another DX set. As you can see, it's the Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon, and if you can see in the background my reflection. So yeah, so I can't avoid that, boys. So first got the battle damage version. Gone the standard pose with that, changed it slightly because he did have fisted hands on before. In sort of Chinese boxing style pose. This one now the typical Bruce Lee dragon hands sort of thing. Got him in the normal pose again. Tried to make the arms look as natural and the crouch of the body and the legs look as natural as possible, because I think that's where the realism comes from. So yeah, that's what I've done there. I'm liking that one. Moving over, got the dungeon scene. You can see he's putting his hand up just to stop the guards coming at him while he pulls his nunchucks out of the bag. I don't think he carries the nunchucks in the bag in the film, but I thought fuck it, it'd be a nice touch just to show sort of motion that he's just dragging them out. Yeah, his feet try to look nice and natural. So yeah, nice setup. The sun's caning in actually, so you can see this fucking sun shining straight on my massive forehead. So yeah, I'll move on to the next shelf. Bottom shelf for this week is the classic Pred. I've noticed a lot of these guys selling on eBay and the prices is really dropping out. Anybody who ain't ever got this, I would definitely recommend it, because I think up to now the Predators I've seen, I think it is the best still. Bit statuesque, but I think it's just a really nice figure. So if you can pick one up for like 120, 130 pound for a figure that's less than a year old, or maybe just a year old, I would snap it up at that price, definitely. Maybe even snap up two and have one helmeted and one not. So I do love it. The old argument about it's not the original Predator, it's close enough for me. Like I said, I've got him down here for now because one day next week I should be receiving the City Hunter Pred. So now have a look at them two together. But like I say again, just a natural pose, not gone for him moulding his helmet or anything like I would normally do. So arms by his side again. Tried to go for as natural as possible. And yep, I'm loving that one. So stick with me, I'll move on to the other detail. Let you into a little secret, boys and girls. This is about fucking 6 hours later than I last filmed. I got sidetracked, had to charge my camera, and I decided to clean and repose everything, then come back to it. So light was shining on me in the last section with Predator. It's now full on night time, so the lighting might not be as good, but it should be okay. So anyway, top at left hand side, Detoft. Gone for these three bad boys. First, so the Indiana Jones. I never cleaned that one because I sort of dirtied it up with charcoal and it stays like a fine dust on the clothing. So like there, if you see on his shoulder, nah, that is exactly how I want it. It's not that it's mucky as such, it's just that that's the look I've gone for with him. So I do clean the base, but obviously you can see muck on his trowel. His shoes I did weather slightly, but only with charcoal, just to, like I said, dust him up, make him look like dry sand on him and everything. Same with the art. If you look at the art, it looks like it's dusty as fuck. It's meant to be like that. It's, lighting's not too bad. So I've gone for Indiana Jones, like I said, DX figure. Side of another DX figure, possibly the best head sculpt ever, the Jack Sparrow. Gone for him for the first time ever with his triangular shaped art. He's got the pistol up by his side, and then his sword in his right hand. You will notice a lot of these poses are very natural looking but not dramatic. Gone for really realistic style poses and not gone too action packed at the moment. Look I've gone for. And like I say, if you're looking for the dramatic poses, you have to go through my other reviews to find them poses that you have to like keep working on to get them dead right. But these I've gone for natural lines and tried to give the figure some weight and not movement, but, and like I said, realism would be the key. So I say a couple more DXs in there, backed up by the Wolverine. I'm going to move on down to the next shelf. I've gone for the 280s icons, Sly and Arnie. Obviously we've got the DX DX10 Terminator. Took the glasses off. Again, the natural pose. Got him with a pistol in hand and just a shotgun. And on the other side, got the Barney Ross with the twin pistols out, looking towards camera. If you look at it from there, both sort of looking toward. Yeah, I would like a better Stallone than that. Imagine having a Stallone Rambo or a Rocky. It'd be so much cooler than the Barney Ross. But for now, it's probably the best Stallone out there. So at this scale anyway. So yeah, I do still like it. So yeah, got them two bad boys posed together. And moving down again, yet another DX set. Seems that the DX figures are the only ones I'm holding on to at the moment, so I do like them. This one, it's not one of my favourites if I'm honest, but it is a nice set. Going for the clean version, posed with the blaster, straight to camera. It's balanced out, looking like that. And the other one again, tried to get the natural lines and posed, sort of his lightsaber drooped off to the in his right hand, and then just a fisted hand on the other side. Very upright, so got him looking as if he's expecting something coming around a corner. So yep, so it is a nice set, but not as eye-catching as some of the other DX figures, which is weird because it's the one that came with most stuff with it, so there's a strange one. But over on. Then the bottom shelf, changed all the poses again. Yet another DX, this time it's the DX3, Michael Jackson, the bad version. His hands spread. I changed the pose slightly, but like I say, it's just a bit of something fresh, gives me a chance to get a clean up. Got some new hands on it and get his eyes moved. So yeah, got the bad version up front. Over one shoulder, got the beat it version. Anybody who's not seen my videos before, I have repainted all these Michael Jackson heads, gave them a much stronger look. They are very soft paint work on these Michael Jackson figures. But sort of got some photos up on computer and just lightened the lips, darken it, get it a more stubbly look. You can see it's not a dramatic repaint, but most people would see it is slightly different to the ones that they own. So yeah, like I said, that's the beat it version. Over the other shoulder, got the Thriller version, just hands in pockets, nice little grin, feet together. Again, gone for a natural look. And just coming back, the bad version, you can see the eyes are much darker on that one than they used to be. Cheekbones are highlighted. So, yeah, I did also make his sideburns a little bit longer, put a curl on the end as you can see. So yeah, I'm really happy with him. Others would say they're not quality as some other customizers, but I'd say to that one, I'm not a customizer. I just tried it and I do like the result. So, and now move on to the big central cabinet that everybody asks about and just show you the pose I've gone for in there. Back on the top shelf, it's the Avengers setup. Just got them in a diamond formation. Obviously waiting for a couple more figures to come. The Thor, Black Widow maybe, and the Hulk, just to complete that off. Not sure on Loki yet. Maybe, don't know. But yeah, as you can see, front and centre, Commander Fury. Not zooming in for some fucking reason. There you go. Just got him, pistol up. Still got the Tesseract briefcase at the side of him. Again, only a slight change on the pose, and not gone for the action-packed pose at all with that. So yeah, just one of them sort of place so you can see them all and get a good look around the figure. They're not too bunched together and they're not too action-packed, as I would say. Over one shoulder, the newest version of Captain America, sort of shield slung over his shoulder, fist clenched, again very upright, very natural looking. Over the other shoulder, got the Hawkeye figure. This one I have got posed up in an archery style pose, looking down his bow, or looking down his arrow should I say. Yeah, again, just nice and balanced with the legs. Another nice Avengers figure, and at the back, Mark IV Iron Man, just jumping off, going into flight, using the base that came with him. So yeah, nice look. Like I say, I'd thought of that somewhere, chuck the Hulk on there, maybe Black Widow down by Nick Fury, be a really nice setup, and then maybe squeeze Loki in, I don't know, but that's what I've gone for. Moving down one, Gangsters Are Us. Show you the Carlito first, front and centre. Just want you to look at him from there, just moving down. He's holding his coat with his left hand, and his silver pistol in his right. Got the base off to a jaunty angle, just so you can get him looking. I want you to look at him sort of from there, looking down his arm kind of thing. So yeah, that's a Carlito Brigante. Over one shoulder, respec version of Scarface. This is also one of my favourite head sculpts in collection. Pretty perfect to my eye. Yeah, just upright. Got his silenced pistol ready to go. You can see there. Down to his shoes. Just a fisted hand on the other side, and you can see his watch just coming out in his jacket sleeve. So yeah, another awesome figure. Over the other shoulder is the Godfather figure, Don Corleone, Daddy of them all. He's got his cat in one hand, and it's the first time I've ever posed him with a pistol. It did come with a trigger holding a trigger hand, but not a gun. Nah, I'm not surprised because I don't think he ever used a gun, but end of the day he's on Gangster show, so he's got to be packing heat. As you can see, I've just used one of the spare Carlito pistol. So it's I do like the conflict of interest. He's a caring guy with a cat in one hand, in the other hand he's got his firearm ready to fucking rip shit up. So yeah, nice look. And then at the back, we've got the fucking caned version of Scarface. You can see the white powder on his hand. Been having a little snorting session. Pretty much just collapsed into his chair. You know, K-lie under his nose and down his waistcoat and jacket. Yeah, so pretty fucked up, and that expression pretty perfect for it. So yeah, just wanted to keep one of them in chair because I do love that Scarface chair, the Blitzway one. Sold the figure but kept the chair, so well done Clipper King on that move. So yeah, that's the Gangster shelf. As you know as well, when I first started I did have a De Niro custom head. I might find a body and a suit for that at some point, but I just wanted to go back to the original figures for this shelf. So yeah, I'll move on. So last but not least, the bottom shelf for the big cabinet is the Spider-Man setup. I will be getting the Amazing Spider-Man at some point when it comes out, but up to now I've just got the 3 figures, so just got them posed in bottom. Looking down, this bottom, it is a mirrored bottom, so yeah, and because it's a wider open space at bottom I can put display base and stuff like that. I used to have the Sandman base here. Just talk you from the posers. Got the black version, pretty, I've got him, you can sort of say he's posed one or two ways. He's either buzzing from the power he's just got because the black suit's taken over him, or you could say that Peter inside struggling because the suit's taking over him, sort of thing. So pretty much going mental pose either way. He's either buzzing, like I say, with a power that he's enjoying, or he's got an internal turmoil. He wants to get the suit away from him. So moving on to the red and blue version. Got him pretty spread, got the back shelf all to himself, legs nice and wide, arms wide, just a typical Spidey type pose, maybe just about to jump off that back shelf and cast a few webs and get into action. Moving across to the custom Peter Parker, because this is really well articulated, this figure. I can get a really nice low crouch, which is what I've done. So I've got him on top of the Spider-Man base, on the new Goblin base sort of thing. So yeah, like I said before, he's rocking his Nikes, his jeans, his camera ready, maybe just about to jump off, get some fly photos. Got his bag over him, should probably have his laptop in it, maybe his notepad or whatever. So he's a photographer, so he's a bit of a geek, could be his schoolwork, I don't know. And just rocking a nice grey hoodie with the awesome Tobey Maguire head sculpt that came with the black suit version. So yeah, do like that pose as well. Do like the look of the shelf as a whole, like the different levels it's on. So yeah, that was the last display. I've not set the Rocky figures back up, but that's not important. I'll just say that's a Saturday spent cleaning and posing, and this is a Clipper King, and I'm out of here.